Hello, good evening. This is Team Blue Falcon here on Duel Night, and we're gonna get you with Adventure Spright on the left, and what is it? Vanquish Soul on the right. And yeah, he absolutely opened up pretty busted. We're gonna have Adventure Spright going first, winning with a really strong 3. So we already know what's happening. A lot of hand shuffling, a lot of complete shenanigans, hoping that we can make a board. Activating right to Irma Seer, gonna go ahead and special summon a super cute Karibo token, getting us access into the Adventurer line, which we already know we opened up bricked up, you know what I mean? Hard drew the right. But gonna activate Swap Frog, and we're gonna go ahead and send down our Testudo Newman, and he is ashing the Fateful Adventure to add the equip spell from deck to hand. Gonna special summon blue since I control level 2 monster. I'm gonna go effect blue, we're gonna grab Jet. Now, one thing I am really excited about for this future format is, will this deck get hit? It got destroyed in Master Duel. I don't know if you all following the current ban list, but Jet down to 1, starters at 2, and blues at 2. So essentially the deck just became a splashable engine, and that means Tri-Brigade is going to be real strong with a small Spright package. Super cool. But do you guys agree with that list? So we're going to go link away the token, and since I don't have the hand advantage to grab the Griffin Rider, which is a big bummer because this deck really does need that. We linked away the token to grab Spright Sprint, sending down Angler's effect, putting in 2 of our Flinker Beavers. If you know, you know. But hey, we're in a good situation here. We walked right in nib range, didn't feel a darn thing. We're in the nib circle, whether you have it or not. We deserve to lose if we walk into it like this. Gonna give ourselves an effect monster negate because I feel like, nope, we're going in gigantic first. Let's say, hey, what's a nib? What is Nibiru? Going gigantic effect, going to give us pretty much any level 2 from deck, and we're gonna go ahead and settle on the Dupe Frog because we are doing a really weird bad Testudo Newman control, and I wasn't paying attention to my combo line. So we're gonna go to Rebridocus to make that a water aqua monster, or just a water monster, and we're gonna go into our Toad. And totally awesome, set 1, and it is a double Spright double cross with a Newman or Rotten Grave, and we're gonna go ahead and activate that, targeting the Newman. Excuse the hand shuffling right now. He's gonna target Book of Moon, the Newman, and I have to activate Toad here. Trading Toad for cost. Gonna set the Book of Moon with Totally Awesome's effect because our boy is truly totally awesome. Adding a water monster from Creator to hand to give us that crackback on the next turn. We already know we're playing in the Vanquish Soul, but we play as if we don't know what our opponent's on in these duel nights. Activate Stake Your Soul, and how to explain that? He can't because of Newman. No legal targets. However, he does have the out. He had the whole out. Normal summon. Gonna reveal. Well, get the search off. Man, one thing I love about this fighting archetype is that it just has so much grind and synergy with itself. It's fantastic. It's everything you wanted a Street Fighter deck to be, and he's gonna reveal the pop. So that kind of just removes, it just basically says your Testudo Newman lock is no-go. The downside of losing that early advantage off of that Ash on the Fateful Adventure was really strong. We really needed that equip spell in hand so we can get that Griffin negate. That would have let us play through the board. He still would have had the Korean hand, which, yes, it basically would have said good night and just slept me hard. However, would have gave me one more turn. One more turn at full combo, and all he had would have been a Kurikara. That would have been solid. Activating Stake Your Soul, gonna do more of this control shenanigans. Revealing Kurikara with Stake Your Soul just has to be a different attribute, or just gotta reveal monster and grab one for a different attribute and type. Cool. Generic search potential for a control deck. We love that. Give us Kaiser Coliseum and this deck will be tier 0, I swear. Now, if you guys have made it this far into my video, listening to my annoying voice and my stammering, thank you so much. I hope you guys check out the rest of our content here on Blue Falcon TCG. We love this hobby. It's one of my favorite things I get to do 3-4 times a week is record videos, and I do all the editing myself, so that's why the production value is low, but we're gonna get there. Give you guys the best videos we can do between our job. But with post-Dune already around the corner, and we got Age of Overlord and so many amazing sets coming our way, we're gonna have a lot of great content, a lot of great duel nights with some more unique decks and some stuff. And we got some sauce. We got some secret shenanigans. We're gonna have a non-meta day where we just play fun decks. It's gonna be great. Gonna have the ultimate food war battles, the Shokugeki of the century. But anyways, we got more. Those are past turns basically puts me on a habit being able to try and shenanigans my way around. But he has a pop, and like I don't really foresee myself playing through this, but hey, for the sake of the grind and trying to practice, we're gonna go ahead and normal summon Beaver, and Beaver is gonna grab our Angler from Grave, activate Faithful Adventure's effect to grab ourselves the equip spell. What I did mess up here, I do have rights in hand or access to rights with Water Enchantress. I should have led with the Enchantress from Grave, giving me access to the Adventure package early so that I can go to Griffin Rider off the rip or force some other interruptions since I did normal summon the Beaver. But the cool thing about looking over on these replays is noticing that I did in fact misplay, which is cool. It just makes me a better duelist. We're gonna go activate the effect of Gigantic, but we're gonna detach off of Mannequin Cat since it says any Exceed, and we want to keep that 3200 beat stick on board. We're gonna grab pretty much whatever we want, and he allows it to go through. I see him eyeing that Curry car in hand. He knows no matter what I do, coming his turn, I'm just gonna get clapped. And we come close to putting game on board here, but he does have quite the advantage on me. Not really. If I was playing Game Burst, I think it would have been game over here, but this is where I'm a silly goose and decided not to. But here forward, especially if we get a ban list similar to that Master Duel, which I think would be really funny. That's like the perfect list. And we got ourselves a Gen Buster. Gen Buster? Yeah, Gen, not Degen. And go Battle Phase. I think we would have had a better time if I would have went Mannequin Cat, Cat Shark, Mannequin Cat. But we do have Gen Buster to negate, basically keeping ourselves in a positive situation. Now, this was a really solid game one with a lot of back and forth. So the hardest part is with the Adventure Spright package. The grind game doesn't exist as much. It's with this Testudo Newman Adventure Toad shenanigans. It puts me on a turn clock with how much resources it takes to do the same things that for higher Runic Spright or Runic Live Twin Spright do. It's just a more fun list in my opinion. Now I'm eyeing my Mannequin Cat because I wanted to make sure that it said special summon, not just any summon, because if it was any summon, that would be absolutely bonkers and just complete shenanigans. I do have an Imperm and a book. Well, actually I have 2 Book of Moons. So we're gonna go ahead and Book of Moon. He's gonna chain to tag. There was a few misplays on both our parts. We haven't played these decks very often, and well, he hasn't played Vanquish so often. I haven't played Spright in quite a time. So really wanted to just play some different decks instead of just playing Vanadium and Synchron. It would make the channel really boring if that's all we posted for duel nights. Out of Dune, what is your guys' favorite deck for this post format? Honestly, I think Synchron is going to be my absolute favorite choice, or Vanadium, really depending on how this ban list will go. But I think my sleeper choice, the best deck for me, is going to be Mekanko, going second, Mekanko. Just because the amount of absolute shenanigans, one Lava Golem is a game. It doesn't matter what board you make, because I'm just going to Kaiju Lava Golem it away. Or we just play Evil Tiles or Regionals. Make the dream real. We do have a Discord channel that I'm trying to grow so we can run some really fun events. It's going to be free box tournaments and paid box tournaments. It's going to be just all around good community building, trading, all that stuff, good content sharing. I just want to build a nice community that would allow us to all grow. And we're mannequin catting here in targeting his dark, going in the blue. Blue's effect going to grab us our jet. And we're going to get curried for a lot. That's a 4500 attack Curry Kara. We have a Spright Smasher set with a Book of Moon. So we are in a predicament here. There's not a lot going. I think it's phenomenal how crazy Curry Kara is, especially going second. That card is just absolutely just sauce. Especially in a situation where you're playing into a lot of link decks and really don't lose access, or like Appaloosa, Kashtira. Kashtira said Curry Kara tells Kashtira good night. Like, activate Shang and Rise Heart. 4500 beater. It's not an activated effect, so they can't Fenrir off of it, which is super great. I am at 4300, so that's Curry Kara is just gonna slap me anyways. But we have to banish and go ahead and banish that Curry Kara, which is sad. Really putting us on that back foot here, relying on our top deck to really even be functionable. Our extra deck is slim, and this is why the Runic package is so much better with player interaction, giving us that layered interruptions that makes Spright so much more viable, especially in like formats like this. Please go ahead and comment down below if you see any misplays that I have not brought up, either on the Vanquish Soul side or on the Spright side. We're all trying to get better here and grow as duelists so we can achieve our dream of winning a regional one day. You know, continue to go to nationals and things like that. Which is, I mean, who doesn't want to travel around and play card games, right? Putting me really in a sore situation here. Gonna draw for turn. Activating Tikaboo, which really doesn't do much, especially if I'm able to get into our adventure line without any interruption. Gonna activate Rights to grab ourselves a cute Karibo token. I think we're in a good spot here. This is my first time really playing into Vanquish Soul, so I'm pulling one interruption away, which is nice. Who's gonna pop that token, pretty much telling me I don't have access to my normal summons now, or anything. I'm activating Rights effect, and we're gonna add, and we're gonna send our equip spell from hand to grave. Gotta double check all these cards, man, because I don't know. This deck does a lot, and it is absolutely annoying. Oh, excuse me, this tea is really wearing me down today. And also in Beaver, we got no effects. We activated Rights, so we're gonna special summon Jet. Jet's effect. We're gonna grab our first starter, and he's gonna burn me for 15, putting me at 1700 LP. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can do something here. We gotta play around Tikaboo, so that starter is gonna be absolutely nothing. the downside about the Tikaboo and the starter is just because they're all thunders. Now, if this is like a goes in match or something, we'd be really solid. We'd be feeling real good. Not goes in match, maybe. Right? If it was a rivalry warlords, yeah. Same typing. I mean, Beaver would not be live. But yeah, it's okay. So we're gonna make our little ninja rank 2. Gonna take no battle damage. We're not gonna activate the effect. We're just gonna go into our down nerd. And our down nerd's gonna go into a Zeus. Nice little format Zeus. Real excited about it. Thought I was gonna really come up here. I'm gonna chain Book of Moon so that way he's still affected by card effects. And we got a nice solid board wipe. Does have the bell in hand, which is absolutely unfortunate. Knowing that Beaver can target the grave. Could have stopped a lot of these plays, and this game 2 would have been really fast. Well, game 1 would have been really fast. But hey, we're all learning duelists. We're all Slifer Red here. Which is obviously the best. It's the best room. Best place to be. Hashtag Jaden Yuki best duelist. Going to normal summon. You can use the effect to search. Grabbing the Stake of Soul. Changing his mind. What is he gonna grab? Who knows? Stay tuned on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Sometimes that's how it feels when you're playing a deck you don't know. You're just like, what card should I grab in this situation? I mean, we all know he has a Curry in hand, so he has to just have manipulate the Zeus to activate. Can activate Durandal. Gonna play to change it to face down the fence. I'm gonna force out the Zeus activation, not knowing he has Curry in hand, and he's gonna slap Curry like, no, not slapping that Curry yet. Who knows? Will he do it? Need to grab more Fire Warriors from deck to be more oppressive. Slaps that Curry down, and I'm like, oh my Lanta. That's a Curry for 3k. Now we're in a game 2. We got the Vanquish Soul up 1 game, and we got the Adventure Spright down again. We're going to be going first. The Adventure Spright opening up Beaver Imperm, Book of Moon, Nibiru, and Draco back. Opening up both level 4, 3 level 4, Book of Moon, yeah, I don't know, and Rice Heart. So I don't know all the Vanquish Souls names. They're a pain in the butt to remember or even say. So my bad. If we were going sideboard, those Nibirus would not be in there, I promise. I even think the Book of Moons might even be out. Really not quite sure what I would really play. Maybe like a goes in match, or to kind of just force them into a certain attribute. We're gonna go ahead, normal summon Beaver, effect Beaver, gonna grab Angler, we're gonna go affect Sprend. Sprend is gonna do the Angler combo, which is what we love to do. Walk right into Nibiru's. Angler's effect, when it's sent to the grave, is gonna give us access to double Beavers, which is so good. A Beaver makes a +1. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it also says nib me here. And my token will be small. Going in the Gigantic. Man, I wish Gigantic had an ulti. That would have been beautiful. Gigantic effect going to go into blue. We're going to activate the effect of blue. No response by the opponent, which means he must have blowout cards. Blue to Jet. Jet's effect. I don't know why I grabbed red. This is where I was overthinking. It was supposed to be Jet into starter, and that way starter gets me red. But we caught it here in a second. It's just I had to rethink what I was doing just because it made no sense on how I even got the red out. This is what happens when you have late night duel sessions after a full day of work. You get a little sleepy. Let's bring Spright Elf back to 1. I think that would have been a very, very good. There we go. This is where we kind of backtrack, grab that starter that we need. And I'm gonna set passing turn. But hey, sorry, set 2. Gonna go into Link into IP Mask Arena. Trying to do some shenanigans here, something that would actually really help me out, but there's not a lot going on that not a strong enough board. We got a Jin Buster for 1 monster effect negate. We got ourselves IP Mask, Book of Moon, and a starter. So we know if they're gonna go in the battle phase, we're gonna start her out, go into a carrot. Finally doing the Link 1. He forgot about the Link 1 this whole game. So that is one thing I forgot to mention earlier on. But yes, he's still new to the deck. I'm still new to playing into the deck. I asked that in the middle of between game 1 and 2, like why didn't he even use that? But we're gonna go ahead and negate that with Jin and inflict 500 life points to our opponent. I'm thinking I'm in a good situation here. I remember like looking back at this, I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna go into easily. We got this. We're gonna clap the Vanquish Soul. We're gonna be the level 2s that beat the fighting deck. But you know, not understanding where their choke points are can be really difficult. Especially playing on a deck that just says, hey, I'm gonna outgrind you. I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna search, I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna do everything I can to say, you don't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, young sir, woman, lady, child, anybody. This is my duel. Welcome to the Shadow Realm, mother freckers. Now, if Spright does get hit in this next ban list, that is gonna be phenomenal. So I got myself a really nice IP Mask Arena. I can't do anything because he Book of Moon to me, which is nice. So I'm gonna Book of Moon him. We do see the Ash Blossom, a book. Pretty much not gonna be able to play much. Passing turn over to moi. We still got that Dead Nib in hand. Always on that 4th summon, which is super great for us. Gonna use the effect, the special level 4. And it's gonna search. Now, honestly, if Kaiser Coliseum came back, or like Ultimate Offering, no. Royal Oppression. Let's bring back 2011 Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's make Creature Swap great again. Bring back Heavy Storm. Now that was a card. We are going to activate Unicorn. Gonna spin. He ashed my little beaver, which is angler, which is super cool. Now I kind of wish Ronin Tone was at 1. I mean, you can put Swap Frog at 1, which is kind of valid. You know, making that swap half the link, which is nice. So you do have to like remove the body. You can't swap down another swap. You can swap down a dupe. But bring my toads back. They did nothing wrong. By any means. He's gonna prosby. Look at that beautiful. The world was his oyster there. There is nothing. Really nothing I'm gonna be able to do at any point in time. We got ourselves in a real solid sticky situation here. With not a whole lot of effects we got to activate. Gonna sit here and pretend like I know what I'm doing. Looking at my tokens like they matter. Making them think I have a Nibiru in hand, which I do. Man, that glare is absolutely atrocious. Hopefully the next time we do this, the glare will be gone. And I'll figure out a better angle for all this. Grabbing random deck boxes because I found them recently and I've been going through all my bulk and I just like, wow, this is a really nice deck box. I had it for like 10 years. It had my Shadal Dino deck in there. That doesn't say how old it is. Well, I guess Shadal Dinos is like 3 years ago, but still. Shadal Dogmatica Dinos. That's a deck. Gonna go attack, inflict some damage to me. Now, a Droll into Vanquish Soul. I think Droll would lock that deck down. No pun intended. The Droll and Lockbird will actually destroy it. But Revealing Nib ends up getting game 2. Vanquish Soul 2-0'd with, I would say, with the quickness, but this was sped up. The game in total was about 40 minutes long, so we definitely would have been into time into this second game. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, check out the rest of the channel, everybody. Now, this is just some shenanigans, us talking about everything and how the game went. It was an absolute blast to do this match with them. Y'all have a good night. Don't forget, you're not bad at the game. You just gotta shuffle better.